William Kentridge's A Natural History of the Studio at Hauser Wirth, May 1st to August 1st, 2025, offers an immersive journey into the artist's creative world, primarily showcasing his 9-episode film series, Self-Portrait as a Coffee Pot. Shot in his Johannesburg studio during the pandemic, the series, alongside numerous related charcoal drawings and sculptures, delves into themes of Greek mythology, colonialism, and Soviet absurdities through stop-motion animation, live action, and philosophical dialogue. The exhibition, spanning 2 New York locations, transforms the gallery into an extension of Kentridge's mind, revealing his artistic process and his studio as a fertile ground for thought, humor, and critical engagement with history and memory. A Natural History of the Studio is an extensive and deeply personal exhibition by South African artist William Kentridge, presented at Hauser Wirth's New York Galleries, 22nd Street and 18th Street. Running from May 1st to August 1st, 2025, it offers an immersive exploration of his creative process, intellectual preoccupations, and the very concept of the artist's studio as a dynamic space of thought and production. The centerpiece of the exhibition is the acclaimed Self-Portrait as a Coffee Pot, a 9-episode film series. This project, conceived and executed during the COVID-19 pandemic in Kentridge's Johannesburg studio, is a rich tapestry of stop-motion animation, live-action footage, and philosophical inquiry. In it, Kentridge frequently uses a humble coffee pot as an avatar, engaging in debates with doppelgangers, exploring themes ranging from Greek mythology and the history of mining in Johannesburg to African colonialism and Soviet absurdities. The exhibition marks the first time that all the numerous charcoal drawings integral to the creation of this film series are displayed alongside the films themselves, allowing viewers to trace the evolution of his ideas and techniques. These charcoal drawings, many directly linked to Self-Portrait as a Coffee Pot, provide intimate insights into Kentridge's artistic method, characterized by constant drawing, erasing, and redrawing. Throughout the exhibition, Kentridge treats his studio not merely as a physical location but as a metaphor for the mind itself, a place where ideas materialize, contradictions are embraced, and historical layers are peeled back. The installation design, particularly on the first floor of the 22nd Street Gallery, is crafted to evoke the raw, experimental atmosphere of his working studio. Ultimately, A Natural History of the Studio is a profound and multifaceted presentation that delves into Kentridge's unique fusion of the personal and the political, his incisive humor, and his continuous engagement with the complex legacies of history, memory, and power. It offers a rare and intimate glimpse into the thought processes of one of the most significant contemporary artists. William Kentridge's early life is deeply rooted in Johannesburg, South Africa, where he was born on April 28, 1955. His family background played a significant role in shaping his perspective and the themes that would later dominate his artistic practice. His parents, Sidney Kentridge and Felicia Geffen, were both prominent lawyers, renowned for their work in anti-apartheid activism. Sidney Kentridge was a leading defense lawyer who represented many victims of apartheid, including Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu. This upbringing immersed young William in a household where political discourse, social justice, and the complexities of South African history were daily realities. This direct exposure to the injustices of apartheid and the legal battles against it profoundly influenced his consciousness and laid the groundwork for his later artistic engagement with themes of colonialism, power, memory, and the political landscape of his homeland. Kentridge's education reflects a diverse range of interests. He initially pursued a Bachelor of Arts degree in Politics and African Studies at the University of the Witwatersrand in Johannesburg, graduating in 1978. This academic background further solidified his understanding of the social and political dynamics of South Africa. After his undergraduate studies, Kentridge shifted his focus to art. He studied at the Johannesburg Art Foundation from 1976 to 1978. Following this, he moved to Paris to study theater and mime at the École Internationale de Théâtre Jacques Lecoq from 1981 to 1982. This period of theatrical training proved to be immensely influential, as it introduced him to performance, movement, and narrative techniques that he would later integrate into his unique artistic practice. particularly in his animated films and operatic productions. His early career involved work as a set designer, animator, and director in theater and film, which provided him with a multidisciplinary foundation. It was in the 1980s that he began to develop his distinctive charcoal drawing and stop-motion animation techniques, often working from his studio in Johannesburg, which would become a recurring motif and setting in his celebrated film series. This blend of political awareness, artistic training, and theatrical understanding from his formative years laid the essential groundwork for William Kentridge's distinguished career as a globally recognized artist. Initially studying politics and African studies, Kentridge then immersed himself in art at the Johannesburg Art Foundation and later in theater and mime in Paris. This eclectic education laid the groundwork for his signature style, which seamlessly blends visual art, film, performance, and theatrical elements. His career gained significant international recognition in the 1990s, with his unique stop-motion animated films, particularly the Drawings for Projection series, which chronicle the imagined lives of characters like Soho Eckstein and Felix Teitelbaum against the backdrop of post-apartheid South Africa. These films are created by laboriously drawing, erasing, and redrawing charcoal on paper, leaving visible traces of the creative process, a metaphor for memory, history, and the constant revision of narratives. Beyond his celebrated drawings and animations, Kentridge has a formidable presence in the world of opera and theater, directing critically acclaimed productions such as Mozart's The Magic Flute, Shostakovich's The Nose, and Berg's Lulu, all of which ingeniously integrate his distinctive animated projections and visual aesthetics. His large-scale multimedia installations, like The Refusal of Time, have toured major museums globally, solidifying his reputation for monumental, immersive works that grapple with philosophical concepts of time, colonialism, and identity. Throughout his career, Kentridge has remained deeply rooted in his South African context while addressing universal human conditions. His art is characterized by its visual intelligence, poetic depth, and a persistent engagement with the absurd, the melancholic, and the transformative power of art. He has been the subject of numerous major retrospectives and solo exhibitions at leading institutions worldwide, cementing his status as one of the most influential and innovative artists of our time.